La noche se acabó, pero tengo otra vez contigo. Le doy gracias a Dios, siempre pasándolo contigo en la playa, devorarte como el sol de la mañana, viajando todo el día sin drama, solo tú y yo. Un día bonito lleno de alcohol, tomar un shot pa' ti, un shot pa' mí, un shot. Un día bonito lleno de alcohol, tomar un shot pa' ti, un shot pa' mí, un. La noche se acabó, pero tengo otra vez contigo. Le doy gracias a Dios, siempre pasándolo contigo en la playa, devorarte como el sol de la mañana, viajando todo el día sin drama, solo tú y yo. Un día bonito lleno de alcohol, tomar un shot pa' ti, un shot pa' mí, un shot. Un día bonito lleno de alcohol, tomar un shot pa' ti, un shot pa' mí, un shot. Siempre lo pasamos bien lindo, lindo. Un verano contigo lindo, lindo. Ey. Me fui de vacaciones, baby, me perdí, buscando el sabor que encontré en ti. Canela con dolor de Bacardi, lo sentí, baby, me tiene desenfocado, viendo doble, bien borracho, demasiado jodido contigo. Pasándolo contigo en la playa, devorarte como el sol de la mañana, viajando todo el día sin drama, tú y yo. Un día bonito lleno de alcohol, tomar un shot pa' ti, un shot pa' mí, un shot. Un día bonito lleno de alcohol, tomar un shot pa' ti, un shot pa' mí, un shot. Un día bonito, bonito, un día bonito, bonito. Pasándolo contigo en la playa, devorarte como el sol de la mañana, viajando todo el día sin drama, solo tú y yo. Un día bonito lleno de alcohol, tomar un shot pa' ti, un shot pa' mí, un shot. Un día bonito lleno de alcohol, tomar un shot pa' ti, un shot pa' mí, un shot. Un día bonito lleno de alcohol, tomar un shot pa' ti, un shot pa' mí, un shot.
Okay, can everyone hear me now? I think you should be able to hear me now. I think it's something to do. Okay. Yeah, for some reason the microphone settings on Chrome switched themselves off. I'm still learning how to use this Chromebook, and there's something going on with the privacy settings and security settings. So, yeah, I'll have to look into that. For some reason, the microphone actually switched itself off in the privacy settings. Oh boy. Okay. We will get the hang of this new laptop. Thank you. So I was saying, some of you said that I should cut the podcast into smaller segments, and that is something that I will do in the future. I'm just getting my CapCut registration sorted out, because I think on Chromebook, on this new Chromebook, I can't do it on Mac. But I did take that piece of feedback and I will be doing that. Some of you are asking, can I make the intro shorter? The reason I have the intro is because it gives time for people to stream in, because I sometimes only schedule podcasts in maybe an hour or two before, if that. So I'm sorry, but the intro is staying. There are some podcasters that do 15-minute intros just to get more people in the house, and I don't want to do that. I want to give people enough time to get a notification and then come in. So that won't be changing. I'm sorry. So yeah, that cutting the podcast into shorter segments so that people can watch it in shorter segments instead of the whole podcast. And then I'll be going through your feedback to look at all the other things you said as well. But I do appreciate all of that. Okay. Let's get on to things today. A couple of things. Let's have a look. The feedback from the Emma Grade podcast, incredible. Usual tantrums from this side of the aisle, but what would we expect? Trying to insert other members of the royal family. I mean, it's exactly what they're going to do, because they can't get this much traction on their own. So that's just to be expected. It's ridiculous. It continues to be incredibly dangerous, actually, for Meghan. But I don't see them stopping anytime soon. These people are callous and heartless. But those that watched the interview and they got to see and hear Meghan, and see who she's always been, and even better than that, she is exactly who she thinks she is, and so is Emma, and this is who she is aligned with now. Don't forget that Emma does work with very big brands, the Kardashian, Skims, and Good America, and other brands. So there's definitely space for them to work together in the future. Meghan did say fashion, beauty, definitely coming. And Meghan, obviously, she works with Daniel, who's one of the most in-demand makeup artists in Hollywood now. He's I think he's one of the global directors for Tatcha Skincare now. So there's so many people around her that can help her when she's ready to start doing other things, but she's obviously very focused on her consumer brand at the moment. And it's already the 20th in the UK. So I guess, be ready on your computers if you wanted to get anything for the As Ever restock. I'm assuming California time, we will be getting it'll be at 8 p.m. PT time, 11 a.m. ET time. So be on the ready. As Ever restock. I don't, Lightside thinks that it will be available internationally. I'm not sure. At best, maybe Canada, but I think Canada has a lot of import fees now on US goods. But I don't know. I would love to be wrong. I would love for them to have it available in the UK. But I'm not sure that will be the case this time. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Yeah, Emma actually did a follow-up video on this, and she spoke about just everything that they got out of the interview. and thanked everybody, for their feedback. And I think it's gotten almost 130,000 views now. It's now her most viewed interview on her YouTube channel. So she overtook Melody Hobson, who had over 100,000 views in 24 hours. Amazing. And I'm so sure that there's other people in the podcast space who have massive podcasts who are going to watch this and go, I need to have Meghan on. I need to have her on. Can't wait. I'd be interested to see her maybe do some podcasts that we would be surprised to see her on. There's a couple names, I won't say them, but a couple names I have in mind. Harry did, a podcast with, who was it? Was it Dax Shepard? We weren't expecting that at all, but it was a brilliant conversation between them. So I'm looking forward to see, now that we know this is obviously something that she likes to do, and she, she's the face of the brand, the voice of the brand. So I'm excited to see her in more spaces. Okay. Other people, however, are disappearing. They're doing a disappearing act again. Kate pulled out of Ascot literally at the last minute. Now, mind you, most of the headlines that come out of Ascot year after year, the biggest headlines are about what Kate's wearing. So the Royal Rotarats and the photographers must have been pissed, because then they were just left with the others. But I want you to look at the screenshot of the announcement from all of the Royal Rotarats. Copy paste. Kate Manzi, Roy Anika, Chris Ship, and Palmer. All of them. So her name was on the carriage list. Now, why has she dropped out? I don't know. It was only the other day that they were at Trooping and Kate was being booed. Can't take 5 minutes of that. The reason that they're giving is because she wants to find balance. And they're still using the cancer recovery. I don't even know what to say about this at this point. To milk this in this way, I just think is so tasteless. I think they've been on 2 holidays this year. One of them a skiing trip. I looked up how physically intensive skiing is. It requires stability, strength, and balance. It requires cardiovascular strength and flexibility. If you're not very active, to get ready for the winter, you want to start thinking about your fitness 6 to 12 weeks beforehand to make sure you can build up enough strength in time. Kate apparently did not have enough energy to sit in a carriage and walk around the horse race track. Can you imagine if you're an NHS worker or you're somebody that's currently going through treatment and this is the type of headline you see? Well, at the Ascot race, everybody else was perfectly happy. Karen Middleton beaming. Your daughter apparently had to drop out of the race event for they're telling us cancer recovery, she needs to find balance, all this riding around in carriages is just far too much. And here you are giggling away. She couldn't be happier. Camilla, of course, with her usual expressions, completely tasteless. William having a good old chin wag with the boys. That's always when he's happiest. You pull out of an event mentioning your cancer and your own mother still shows up. Indeed, it's rather weird, isn't it? Karen Middleton, by the way, was on the cover of the Telegraph today. She was the only royal they put on the cover. I find that very interesting. And remember what I said at the beginning. It's Kate's outfits that make the headlines. And they put Carol Middleton on the cover, not Camilla, not Charles. And we remember how they feel about things like this. Someone's going to get a talking to. Somebody is definitely going to get a talking to. Also, another question that I have is, who is funding Carol Middleton's lifestyle? Because party pieces went bust. They couldn't even pay back the creditors. Peggy, you said, I believe she didn't have anything new to wear. Or she could have done a repeat. Or bought something from TK Maxx. I don't think that's the reason. She probably threw a tantrum. But you know what she's definitely going to have the energy for? Wimbledon. Without fail, Kate will show up to Wimbledon. It's interesting, the last 6 years, now I've actually been following the Royals. It's such a rotation of the same events. It's like you realize how quickly the year goes past, and it's like, oh, we're back at Trooping again? Oh, we're back at Ascot again? Oh, we're back at Wimbledon again? The same rotation of events. They have nothing to offer. And this was meant to be, according to People magazine, Kate's summer of strength. Major shifts are coming. Are they? I mean, a lot of people do believe that some major shifts are coming, but not any positive ones. Henry VIII saying, imagine all the NHS stars that have to get out of bed and go to work this morning, or the people who clean and maintain their palaces. This I need balance after weeks of vacation will eventually wear thin, if it hasn't already. Indeed. So that they went skiing. There was also the holiday that they went to, that private island that they always like to go to. Trying to find balance my foot. Okay, no, that's a different headline I might talk about another day. Was there anything else that I wanted to... I don't think there was anything else I wanted to mention, actually. No, that was sent to Barley. Yeah, we'll just end with some inspirational quotes from our faves. Harry said in 2023, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Meghan said in 2025, I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. Indeed. They have found their peace and their joy and their balance and their center. Peace over the palace. Peace over this nonsense. All of this Mary Poppins cosplay, absolutely not. I don't understand why they don't just have the royal women in like stylish, normal, not that this can't be stylish, but it's like just a little bit more modern-y. A lot of the other royal women in other countries dress very, very stylish and fashion forward and still classy and modest. Other, people, other younger people who they want to look at the monarchy and follow the monarchy, gonna look at this and go, oh, this is something I want to emulate. Now, I think they can look at this and go, this is something I want to emulate. Stylish and sleek. Not this. Like, it's given the Hunger Games, Ify trinket at the reaping. Electra, remember the word truth triggers the British media, indeed, but they need to start telling it. I think we're getting closer and closer to some kind of announcement. I don't think it'll be too long now. Lottie, you said, I often wonder if William and Kate are intimidated because they're so cold towards each other. Intimidated by what, Harry and Meghan's closeness? Well, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but you can definitely see the contrast between the two. G. Munden, you said, skiing is a strenuous activity. Cross-country skiing is exhausting. I used to do both. I can't see someone recovering, going through therapy, doing much in the way of high-impact sports. I think most people share that opinion. Mooney, you said, it's clearly the Petty family that's giving Karen Middleton money. In exchange for what, though? That's the question. In exchange for what? Helen G, you said, I think Kate was frightened of being booed and had a meltdown. Yeah. Can't handle 5 minutes of what Meghan put up with for 8 years. Mind you, the Not My King folks said very clearly they're going to be at every royal event until the monarchy is abolished. So she better get used to it. And all of this could have actually been prevented and was inevitable with the way they behaved. I tell you, Harry and Meghan are missing nothing. They are missing absolutely nothing. It's so good that they actually got out of the way. Because if this is where we are now, and think of where we've come and how things have gone downhill since the Queen has died. Another 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I guess we'll see. I mean, I might not be doing a daily podcast in 5, 10, 20 years, but if ish goes down, I will come straight back and put the headphones right back on. I'll have a baby on my hip with the headphones on doing the podcast if it really goes down. Let's just get through your comments. And you said, I think William told her to stay home. He had enough of having to be near her. William is always happier around everyone else except for her. He's even happier around Sophie. Kevin, thank you so much for the super chat. You said, how soon before they start saying Charlotte looks like Diana because of all Lily looks like her grandmother too? Well, I just hope that they keep the kids out of this. I saw them, I'm not even going to put it on the screen. I saw the most disgusting headline about George on the Daily Beast. I'm not going to put it on the screen and I'm not going to repeat what that headline said, but it was just gross. It was so inappropriate to be talking about an 11-year-old boy like that. They've already started. Unfortunately, the environment that the firm tried to create around Harry and Meghan and their children is going to come back to haunt them, and it will affect their own children. Let's cookies and cream. I'm so glad that the Sussexes got away from that toxic family and that toxic palace. Helen, you said, when I retire in 2 years, I'm joining the Not My King people and have wrote my friend in to join me. Well, definitely send us pictures from the protest. Patricia, you said, I bet Mama Middleton made sure she knows where some of the bodies are buried. They stopped talking about the bankruptcy all of a sudden. Indeed. I mean, it was rather interesting that they didn't make that go away quick enough. Alrighty, folks. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much as always. Appreciate y'all so much. I will not play the outro. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Good luck. And we'll see what everyone got and what the shipping situation was. We'll see what happens with As Ever tomorrow. Yeah. All right, folks. Ciao.